Hi, it's Latanya from Joy in the Ordinary and my daughters.
Hi.
And we are going to share with you guys the Super Skills box that we received to review and to share. So, in the box, you will receive a booklet that has games and tests. The purpose of the box is learning vocabulary words. So it covers 4 weeks of vocabulary plus a few extra words. So you'll get about 31 words. The words are on cards. Also, you'll receive a magnet so you can hang. Oh, I had it the right way the first time. So that you can hang your vocabulary word of the week up on the refrigerator. And there's also a couple stickers. It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. And then there's a smiley face sticker. And then this booklet actually tells you how to play with your words, how to incorporate the words in your life every single day. So this is just a little guide to help your learner work on their vocabulary. So we have started with the vocabulary. We've done a few words already. And we decided to hang our words. I made a little line. So we decided to hang our words on the line. And these cards that you are looking at are the pronunciation cards. So the girls are going to come over. And we're doing the week 1 words. They're going to come over and they're going to match the words with their pronunciation. But while they're doing that, they're also going to review the definitions because the definitions are on the back. So 2 of the words we've already done. We've learned aesthetic.
Aesthetic means pertaining to art or beauty.
And we've also learned the word
advocate.
Okay, so what does advocate mean?
Argue for a cause, defend, plead for, support.
So can you guys share a sentence for your words?
A sentence. My art is really aesthetic.
Okay.
I advocate for no more beans.
Okay. She is not a fan of beans. So match your
I thought
word.
you said beans.
Beans. So match your word to its correct pronunciation on the line. So you don't have to totally cover it. We're going to hang it underneath it. So see if it'll stick. And I'm using just some poster sticky so that it won't mess the cards up, so that we'll be able to use it. And then as you can see, she flipped it over to make sure it was the correct word. Once she gets it stuck on there. Flip it up. So the correct word is also on the back. So we have some more words. Now these are words that are new to us this week, because we only started out with 2 words so that we could get used to how the Super Skill Box operates. Okay, so we got a little dancing going on over here as we learn some new vocabulary words. So our word is, what do you think this is?
Allude.
Allude. So read the back.
To refer to casually or indirectly.
So casually or indirectly when you're speaking to something or speaking about something. So find the word allude on the word line. So our next word is
Benevolent.
okay. So now let's go look for it on the word line.
She didn't share what it meant.
Oh, you didn't share what it meant. I'm sorry. You're right.
Generous, charitable.
Generous and charitable. So when we look at the pronunciation, we can sound it out. Benevolent.
So I said it right.
Benevolent.
Benevolent. Yeah, you were really Close.
I
So
guess-
what is?
I said Benevento.
So that's the great thing. I love that the pronunciation is broken down for the kids to sound it out for themselves. Even when there's not a grown-up around, they could still learn these words. You don't have to do it together. You can choose to have them do it all alone. But we are kind of like a teamwork family, so
Gajole?
Let me see.
Ramaya wants to see it.
Cajole at some point?
It's cajole.
Okay. So, Dania, you got a little Spanish going on with this.
It means coax or pursued.
Not pursued.
Persuade.
Persuade. So remember when we're trying to persuade someone, we're trying to get them.
Cajole.
We're,
I said it right.
you did say it right. High five.
I said it
I said it right too.
In Spanish, I guess.
Okay.
You don't want to give that one a try?
Or more
Amor.
fussies.
Okay, so let's find it on the which of the last two words look more like it.
Amorphous.
Okay, but we got to read the definition because do you know what that word means?
Without structure, shapeless, nebulous.
Okay, so what is something that we have that's without structure? What is something that we've made that's without structure? So, something that we've made as a science experiment.
I know.
Well, tell me.
Our planes.
No, it doesn't have structure. So remember,
That doesn't have any structure because it couldn't fly.
no, structure means that it doesn't have a shape. So our planes actually have a shape. So we've made some.
Cookies. And that can't be structure.
This is going not where. Let me give you a hint. So we made a science experiment where you take some cornstarch.
Slime.
Yes. Remember, it never has a shape. It doesn't hold the shape.
I want to make
Slime.
I want to make some slime.
Okay. If it'll help you remember the word amorphous. So go ahead and put amorphous on the So I know for us, vocabulary, we often have to bring it into our everyday life or it won't last as long. The words have to be applied to what we already know. So that's the other thing. I think this program does well with bringing words that we don't normally use out. And then as a parent, it provides me with the opportunity to say, hey, we may not use it in its definition, like shapeless, like amorphous. But if I can remind you of the slime that we made, that's what shapeless is. That's what it means to be shapeless. Or like what we're breathing all the time. Air. It doesn't have any shape to it. Okay, so what's the last word?
Affirmation.
Okay.
Let me see.
It means assertion, confirmation, or ratification of the truth or
Validity.
validity of a prior judgment.
So affirmation is telling us that whatever you thought was true. Like you're finding out that whatever happened was true. So for some, if I think I made a purchase on Target, they will confirm my purchase by sending me a receipt. So I don't have to think I made that purchase, but instead I know it because they sent me a receipt. So I'm looking forward to continuing the study of the different words. We will be working on these words for the entire week. We'll find different ways to play with them. Like I said, in the box, there are different activities listed. There's a list of ways. There's 7 ways you can use the words your kids can use the words. Of course, in sentences like we just did earlier, matching them up, applying them to different, to real life experiences. And then there's also some worksheets, or not really like worksheets, but fun activities for the kids to do, like a word search, crossword puzzle. And then there's a quiz at the end to just test them on if they remember. There's also antonym match, which is really helpful because if you know what the word means, then you should be able to figure out the opposite. And it pretty much follows the same pattern for each day. So this is the Super Skills box, and I'm so glad that we have been given the opportunity to use it in our homeschool. Girls, what do you think? What do you think?
It's good.
It's good. All right. You guys have a great rest of the day, and thanks for hanging out with us.
Bye.
Bye.